flashing?
Yes.
Yep, I think we're good. Hopefully I can edit some of this stuff out. That would be good.
Yeah, so they can.
Alright, so today what we're going to work on is we're going to look at how do we add fractions. Adding fractions is something we've done since, what? 3rd grade?
Yeah.
Think so?
Second grade. Yeah.
2nd grade? I'm going to put a tool up here for you. I actually had, oh, you know that this is a number line?
Yeah.
Very good. Alright, so I've got a tool there for us. You ready? Here's your first one. Do you remember the expectations? When you know your answer, what do you do?
Put it on your
We go right down here, don't we? And if you get your answer right away, what are you supposed to do? Think of another way you can do it. Because if we raise our hand, what happens? People's brains shut off, and people in the back can't see the board anymore. And remember the rules? You got it. Here we go. Add this for me. 1/4 plus 1/4. So I have 1/4 of a candy bar. My friend gives me another 1/4 of a candy bar. How much of that candy bar do I now have? Okay, share it with your neighbors real quick. Alright, give me some answers. Raise your hand. 2/4.
I got 2/4, but then you can also reduce it to 1/2.
Okay. 3/6.
0.5. 4/8.
Interesting numbers. How do we have so many different numbers for this answer? Talk to your neighbors real quick. Where do these numbers coming from? Okay, eyes on me. I can't figure out which one's the right answer. They're all so different. They're all the right answer?
Yeah.
How? Somebody raise their hand and tell me, how are they all the right answer? I hope that's what you talked about with your neighbors. Nadiana? How many of you agree these all equal to half? All right. Let's do this next one. I have 1/4 of a candy bar. My friend gave me 3/4 of a candy bar. How much do I have now? Looks like you have some ideas already. Share with your neighbors real quick. What do you got?
Pretty much
All right, back to me. What do you have? Oh, eyes this way so I can hear. You have 4/4. You? 1. Samantha? 1. Any more answers? Parker? 1. Any more answers?
100.
Okay, talk to your neighbors. Are these answers the same or are they different?
Yeah, they're all the same.
Oh, but then you gotta tell me why they're the same. All right, come on, help me out. Did you tell your neighbors why?
Yeah.
Shake your head yes or no. Did you tell your neighbors why? Samantha, why? They all equal to 1. Do you all agree that this equals to 1? I haven't made these real hard yet, have I?
No.
These are simple. Let's try this one. Oh. Up, up, up. 1/2 plus 3/4. Make sure you're talking to her behind you, okay? Because I haven't noticed that she has someone to talk to. What do you think? Down here. I haven't asked you yet. I think I see most people with an idea. Share it with me real quick.
1/4.
4/6. to each other. How did you get that?
Yeah, because you have four students. No, they're have one down there. And then you have
Who are you talking to? Oh, okay. You did? You already talked to Bryce too? Told him what your idea was? You can tell him. He'll listen. He's a nice boy. All right, eyes up here. Give me some answers. I want to hear some choices. Parker. 4, 6. Yes, ma'am. 5 fourths. Yep. 1 1/4. Bryce. 1 2/8. You have been giving me multiple answers for every problem. And you've been telling me whether or not they're all the same or if there's something different. Take a look at these and tell me what you think. Talk to your neighbors real quick. What do you think? What do you see there?
Yeah, because
Oh, I'm going to add my answer too.
Can I add an answer?
Yes.
I want to put 1.25.
Okay. Start sharing. What do you think? Do you think we might have some incorrect answers up there? All right. What is your job to do when you find an incorrect answer? Is it to point out which one's wrong?
No.
Or is it to point out what's wrong and how they got it? All right. Talk to your neighbors. Which ones are incorrect? How did they get it? How did they get it? That's important.
And then for it was 4, 6, and 4, 4.
Okay, somebody raise their hand and tell me. I said somebody, not everybody. Somebody raise their hand and tell me what's one fraction that's different than all the rest, and you can tell by, let's say, estimating. You can tell me that, you know what, that one doesn't match the other ones at all, without even doing any work. Why do you say 4, 6 doesn't match any of those at all? I don't want to know how they got it yet. Just tell me, why do you know this one's different than this, and this one, and this one? These ones are all larger than 1, and this one's less than 1. Does that tell you that this might be the right answer of all, or it could be a wrong answer? Wrong answer. Guys and gals, this one is a incorrect answer. How did they get 4, 6? Do you see it? Do you know that this is an actual very typical mistake 5th graders make? Can you imagine that it is? How did they get 4, 6? Talk to your neighbor real quick so I know you know it. They added the denominator. All right, I think I heard it. I think I heard it from all of you. I heard that they added the numerators and they added the denominators. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Why do you suppose somebody might have done that? Why do you suppose somebody might have done that? Parker? Because you're plussing the fractions. What do we have to remember when we're plussing fractions? What must be true about every fraction we add? Jack? What do you think has to be true about fractions when you add them? You have a couple hands in the air if you want to get some help if you're not sure. Denominators have to be the same. All right, so we know this one doesn't work. There's another one that doesn't work. Can you see it? And if you can see it, can you explain why it's wrong? Tell your neighbors which one it is so I can hear it.
Because I know that they're...
Okay, I heard it. I heard you say 4 fourths is incorrect. How in the world did I get 4/4? That one was mine. Oopsie. You know I make mistakes. How'd I get 4/4? Any idea? What do you think?
Maybe you kept the biggest denominator, and then for the 1/2 plus 3/4, you kept the biggest denominator, and then you just added the numerator.
What do you think, everybody? Do you think I took the biggest denominator and just added the numerators?
Yes.
Yeah. Oops. Because I know 2 can go into 4, so I just figured I could just use 4, right? What's wrong with that? Tell your neighbors real quick. What's wrong with that? Alexis, what do you think is wrong with that? What? Well, they're equivalent fractions. What do I have to do in an equivalent fraction? Whatever I do to the... All right, help me out. What are you supposed to remember? Jasmine, what are you supposed to remember?
We're supposed to remember that, like, I understand how you got that, but the answer is wrong because if you add 1/2 and 3/4,
Yep.
1/2 and 3/4 equals 1 and 1/4 because if you add the 1/2 with the 3/4,
Uh-huh.
it equals 1 and 1/4 because there's a half inside of the 3/4, which would make a whole.
Okay. What's the other part of this? Half and inside of 3/4? Because I see what you're saying here. A half and a half make 1. How did you know that there was a 4th left here?
Because we only used 2 out of the 3/4.
Only use 2. Because 3/4 is the same as 2/4 and 1/4. So you're saying this one is correct. Can somebody else give me another way that you got that? How did you get 1 and 1/4? So you used it by busting this up into 2 pieces. Yes? What was another way that you did it? What was another way that you found it? How did you find it?
I did where I had 3/4 and I decided to keep the 4th because I know 2 can go into 4. So I made a common denominator by multiplying 2 by 2 and then 1 by 2. And I ended up getting 2 halves. So then...
2/4, you mean?
No, yeah, 2/4. 2/4. And so then I ended up with a whole and then I had a 4th left over.
So you added a 4th and then you added a 4th more because you busted that up to make a whole. Okay? So we have common denominators. We had regrouping, right? Breaking it up. What did you do?
You know how 1/2 is equal to 4? It's the same thing. So I did that, and then 3 equals 2 equals 5, which would be 1 whole and then 1/4.
And then you went from an improper fraction to a mixed number. Very nice. Looks like we have a lot of good strategies here, don't we? Now, I'm going to erase all of this except for that. I know that's something that you have been working on in class. Is that one true? Is this the same as 1 and 1/4? That's a different conversation that you've been having. Talk real quick, because that was something you've been working on. Is it the same or not the same? Same or not the same? What? Say that again. I can't add 4 and get 25. But we're doing percentages, right? Percentages and decimals. So 1/4 is what decimal? Oh, I've got an answer up here. 1/4, he said, is like 25 cents.
And then you add the whole.
And then you add the whole. How many of you thought about this as money? That 1/4 can work as money? Actually, quite a few of you. Very nice. Looks like they're ready for their test, Mrs. Jensen.
Well, good. We're taking that today.
Woohoo!
Works out perfectly.
All right, guys and gals, I'm going to give you one that's a little bit different. Okay, figure it out. 1/2. See, right now we're putting in a new door in my room, or actually at my house. I'm getting a new garage door. And when we put it in, we had to put shims in there. And when we measured it, a shim is a piece of wood, because we got to lodge the door in so it's solid. And when we put the door in, it was actually a little too small. And when we measured it, we measured a 1/2 inch, but we know in order to really make it tight, I had to add another 1/8 of an inch. So I need to go to Menards, and I need to get some shims, but do you think I want to put in 2 shims? I want to put in 1 shim. So what is the width of my shim? Because I have to get a 1/2 inch, plus I have to add another 1/8 for that shim. What is that? What's going to be the width of that shim? Think of all those strategies, all those things that you've been working on. It's 1/2 plus an 1/8. What's the width of my shim? I only have about half of you with some answers. Remember, trying makes it start, right? I've got about half of you ready. Talk to your neighbors. Find somebody who doesn't have an answer and share it with them. Talk about what do you think it might be? How would you figure this out? You can talk to Alexa. Do you two have answers? Yeah. So why don't you talk to Alexa? You gotta talk to someone. You're talking? Okay, good job. Get right in there.
Well, 8 to 10.
So, I have a couple of answers for you. You let me know which one is actually correct. You ready? See if you see your answer, and then see how did I get the other answers. Who can give me an incorrect answer and why it's incorrect? Real quick, Nico? 2 what? 2/10. Do you think 2/10? Thumbs up, thumbs down, everybody. You think that's incorrect? Thumbs up if it's correct. Thumbs down if it's incorrect. Ready? 1, 2, 3, show. Incorrect. Nico, how did I get 2/10 by accident?
Added 1 and 1 to get 2.
Yep. And that is not correct. Can you find my other incorrect answer and how did I get it?
I think it's 2/8 because you probably just took the largest denominator and put that on the bottom and added the 2.
I actually made common denominators for that because I know 2 can go into 8, so I made that an 8. I followed your rules. You said common denominators and I can add them. That's what I did. So why is my answer wrong? I mean, it's 1/8 plus 1/8. That's 2/8, right? What did I do wrong? I made common denominators. All right, I'll go back to you again. What did you do?
Because 1/8 and 1/2 aren't.
You don't think 1/8 and 1/2 that they're not? How many of you agree they're not equal? What did I forget to do? Did I forget to do something here? What's the rule of an equivalent fraction?
You have to change both.
I have to change both. I didn't change both, did I? So you all are saying 5/8 is the correct answer is what you're thinking. Someone give me a way you got 5 A's. Oh, we have a way back here. Hunter, how'd you get 5 A's, please? Okay, and then you added the 8, and that gave you 5 A's. Okay, did somebody else do it a different way? What did you do?
I know that if you have 1/2 of 8, it's 4 8. So then you would just automatically turn that into 4 8. And then I had that 1 8, so then I added them together and I ended up with 5 8.
This is a different way of thinking of it than this, isn't it? But did they end up with the same kind of thing? I like it.
It's because I have the smartest fifth graders in Minnesota.
Why do you think I keep coming in here?
Hello.
Here's your last one, and this is your challenge one. This is it. The big hurrah, the big bang. The last one. Nope, this is the last one right here.
Big Bang Theory.
I have 3/4 of a shim. That's what I have. And I gotta put in another 3/8 of a shim. Yep. How big's my shim? Be thinking about it. Talk to your neighbors. Talk this one out with your neighbors. Turn around and talk to them. So Parker, we're going to just add
commenting on make round and 6 and 9 times that 3 places. So
how much you got a great idea here?
9. So 1 and 1 8. You have that. Yeah.
In the 3, 2,
I got one.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Somebody give me an answer. Let's just start with answers. No challenge, no tell me how, just give me some answers. Your answer?
1 and 1 8.
So I haven't figured it out yet, so we'll see. Jack? 1 and 2 16ths. Mariana?
112.
100 and what?
112.5.
Ah, you are just a peach. Right. Huh?
9 8.
9 8.
1.125.
Like that? I don't even want to play with this. They're so awesome.
I know.
All right, guys and gals, take a look. Do you think they're all the same? Really?
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time right here. How in the world is 1.125 the same as 112.5%? It's 1 and 112%? Really? To my eye, that doesn't even look close.
It's the closest.
You talk to your neighbors and try and explain that one to me. I got nothing. I got nothing.
And with Jason, we can all talk about yeah, not just
Why would I move a juice space now? You can tell me that, I'll take your answer.
Thank God.
Well, I don't move a juice space, so you can tell me that. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we just have things.
All right, guys and gals, real quick. Nico's kind of got me started, so I might actually say it's equal. And maybe you can help him out telling him why something works. Since he's telling me, what I need to do is just move this decimal over twice, and then it's the same. But I won't accept that answer unless you tell me, why do I have to move it over twice? Why do I move it twice? He didn't move it once, and he didn't move it 3 times. Why did he move it twice? If you can tell me that, I will agree. Why do you move it twice? Yeah, I know I want to move that decimal, but what does it mean to move that decimal twice? What am I actually doing? What am I actually doing? Moving it twice. I know you know, Nadiana, that's how you figured it out. She's just bursting over here to share.
She actually, you should come back to her though. She did explain it differently than who
Oh,
it
yes.
does. So you should come back to her to tell you the other way she looked at it.
Yes,
She looked at it differently.
I believe that she did.
Mhm.
What has 2 spaces? What has 2 zeros? What is a percent all about? Percent's about what? Percentage, price? A percent has to do with 100, 2 zeros, which is why I move it twice, because I'm multiplying by 100, which is where I get this. Nadiana, give me the other way you were thinking.
So 100% is equal to what? So when you think about it, you need to move it back over twice to get the correct, to get into a whole number.
Okay, let me write this right here. I'm writing this wrong. Should be 1, 1, 2, 5. Okay, so say that again. 100% equals to 1. Okay?
So you have to move it over twice to change it back into a percent or into a whole number.
Yes. This means I have 100% plus I have that as a percent, right?
And that's the other, so that's the third way she came up with. So tell her, you were talking to Shaylin. I heard you talking to Shaylin, and you said, well, 1 is 100%. So then how did you end up with the rest of that percentage?
Because 1/8 is 12.5%.
So you thought about that as an 8 and knew that that was 12.5%. Add to that the 100. There you go, 112% point. All right, guys and gals, I think you are going to be ready to be adding some fractions. They've got some great ideas about what to do, and we didn't have any paper or any pencil or anything, did we?